Ooh, 6. Payday. Amy, you owe me $1,000.
You cheated.
What are you talking about? You see the turn, and I'm in on payday.
I don't care. You cheat. There's no way I'm giving you this money.
Pushfinger, can you tell her? He definitely didn't cheat.
Whatever. Fine.
Well,
Take it.
Can you not be a baby?
Children, what is the problem?
Nothing, Father.
Ha! Pay up. Now you're a hobo.
This is stupid.
Oh!
Amy, come hither.
Yes, Daddy?
What is the meaning of this ruckus you and your brothers are causing?
Bobby was cheating, and Pushminder was helping him. Why did you even adopt him?
Well, Amy, the same reason I adopted you. My boys can't swim.
What boys?
Well, that's besides the point. Anyways, I have something better we can all do. Fetch your brothers and meet me in my den.
Okay.
Children, I've gathered you here to discuss something very near and dear to us all. The Phillips Curve.
Daddy, who's Phillips?
You stupid white girl. It's the Phillips Curve. And it's the inverse relationship between unemployment and inflation.
Very good, Pushminder. But what does that really mean?
I don't know.
Well, Pushminder, let's take this piece by piece. You said inverse relationship. Now, when I think inverse, I think opposite. Is that what you think, Pushminder? Now, opposite. Between what that is? Inflation and unemployment. So when inflation goes up, unemployment goes down. And when unemployment goes up, inflation goes down. This can also be seen on the Phillips Curve graph. Here, when the unemployment rate is at 2%, the inflation rate is at 6%. And when the unemployment rate is at 7%, the inflation rate is only at 4%. Why does the increase in supply raise the rate of inflation? Very good, Pushminder. It is important that we always ask why. Well, let's look at this in the real world. Now, as unemployment goes down, inflation is going to go up. But why is that? See, what does unemployment mean? That's right, more people have jobs. And if more people have jobs, more people are getting paid. Those people that are getting paid aren't just going to hoard their money, they're going to go spend it. And because all these people are spending all of a sudden, your dollar is not going to be worth as much because so many people have it. As opposed to when less people are working, that dollar is very hard to come by. So prices can't be inflated all the way up here. They have to come all the way down here.
Wait, I don't get it.
Of course you don't get it. You're so stupid. The only reason why you're here is because Dad keeps on shooting blanks.
Now, Bobby, there's no need to ridicule your sister or my low-quality semen. Let me give you kids another example. Let's compare the Phillips curve to the aggregate supply and demand curve. Earlier, if you recall, I said when demand goes up, inflation goes up. Consequently, as inflation goes up on the Phillips curve, demand is going to go up on the aggregate supply and demand curve.
So does it mean lower rates of unemployment mean higher rates of inflation?
That's an excellent question, Bobby. Now it's important to remember that the Phillips curve only represents a trend in the short run between inflation and unemployment.
Daddy, it says here that
Stagflation, bastard.
It's funny because you're adopted.
refutes the Phillips curve.
Well, kids, between 1970 and 1984, the country experienced what is called stagflation. Stagflation is when the rate of unemployment rises and the rate of inflation rises. Well, if you look back to the Phillips curve, it's supposed to show an inverse relation between the rate of unemployment and the rate of inflation.
So in the long run, the Phillips curve must be pointless if you think about it.
In the long run, yes. I suppose it is somewhat pointless. You see, kids, unemployment will always try and come back to its natural rate, despite what the inflation rate might be. In other words, it's not affected by price level or rates of inflation.
So what does the Phillips curve even tell us?
Well, Bobby, In the short run, the Phillips Curve does show us an inverse relation between the rate of unemployment and the rate of inflation. But in the long run, also it really tells us is what historically has happened when inflation rises or unemployment rises. You kids understand now? Oh man, I really wish my boys could swim.